Hey everyone, it's Msfili. Welcome back to the channel. I want to do an Ozempic update. So to get right into it, we have been on Ozempic since April of this year, 2024. I started with a 0.25 milligram dose. I did that for about a month, and then I went up to a 0.5 milligram dose, let's say around end of May, June. And then from June, July, August, and September, so about 3.5 months, I was on 0.5 milligram dose. So in the beginning, I started off at about 310 pounds. From April till July, I went down to 285. And then I had been stuck on there. I've been stuck on 285 from end of July, all of August, all of September. So yeah, it was pretty much, it was hard because I felt like, I just plateaued, and I felt like I was wasting my pen. I didn't gain any weight, but I still, didn't lose weight, and I was injecting myself, and I pay out of pocket. I pay $250 for each pen every month. So in the beginning, it was really good. I felt like it worked right away. Like I lost weight right away. My hunger curbed. But then when I plateaued at 0.5, my hunger had come back. I wasn't eating as much as I normally do, but I was eating more than I should in terms of like being on Ozempic. I started microdosing, and I kind of went up a bit in milligram toward the end of September. I think the last 2 weeks of September, I had moved myself to a 0.75 milligram because I just felt like 0.5 wasn't working. Doctor didn't prescribe me that, but I just did that with my pen. And doing so, it helped. Like it did curb my appetite. I hadn't lost any weight yet, but it did curb my appetite. And then October, end of September and October, very end of September to October, I got moved up to 1 milligram per pen. I did my first dose a week ago, and then yesterday I did my second dose of 1 milligram. So in terms of like my hunger, gone. Can't stand food. And like when I think of food, it makes me like queasy, and I'm not hungry at all. That usually lasts until like early evening when I decide to eat, and then I'll eat like one meal, and then I'll eat something else closer to when I go to bed, just because I'm so used to it. But I probably don't even need to. I haven't weighed myself yet, but I do feel the Ozempic working again in terms of not eating a lot and curbing my appetite, which helps profusely. Food noise gone, not hungry, feel full all the time. So recipe for weight loss. What I also do, what I find helps, is my Starbucks. Because like I'll have Starbucks, and I'll drink my Starbucks from like 10 a.m. until like 3 p.m. And because I'm sipping on that all day, and it's only 200 calories, I manage to not eat anything else, and that helps a lot. So yeah. So that's where we're at. I haven't weighed myself again. Well, no, actually I did weigh myself, and I had lost 3 pounds about a few days ago, like 5 days ago. So weight loss is coming off again, like no food noise. I'm not thinking about food. I'm not craving things. The thought of food actually makes me, like I said, like a little bit like, which I love. I'm worried though, like what if I plateau on 1 milligram? In Canada, we don't have any kind of pen over 1 milligram. So the pharmacist prescribes you one pen, and it has 4 milligrams in it. So you do one shot of 1 milligram per week for the month, and I pay $250 for that. If I plateau, I might have to, which I probably won't plateau for a while because I just started the 1 milligram. But it worries me because I did plateau very, very quickly on 0.5. So, but if I do plateau on in 1 milligram, then there's really isn't any other option than because I'd be paying like, I think I would be issued 1 pen for 2 dosages. So I'd need 2 pens for the month at $500. That's like crazy. That's definitely something I cannot afford at the moment. Or I might have to switch over to like Wegovy or Mounjaro. They have more milligrams dosage per pen. And then I don't even know how much those cost. Like, I don't know how much Mounjaro costs, like 1 pen. I don't know how much Wegovy costs. Like, they provide the same benefits of weight loss, but also they're like diabetic. Like, it's not meant for diabetes, but it is the same, pretty much the same medication, you know, so it would help with the diabetes as well. So that's where we're at. And oh, there's a ladybug. I love ladybugs. Yeah, so that's where we're at in terms of weight loss, Ozempic. I'm still stuck at like, well, I'm like about 282. So I lost like 3 pounds when I moved up from 0.7 to 0.75 as well as 1 milligram, because I did 0.75 the next week, then I did one the next week, 1 milligram, and now I did 1 milligram. So I'm on my third, I'm on my 4th week of upping my dosage from 0.5. Now, I don't really count my first dosage of 0.75 because when I did it, like I didn't do it right, and a lot of the medication shot out of the needle, so I didn't get my full dose in that. So I don't really count that as anything. So technically, I'm on like my 3rd week of upping my dosage, and I feel like it's working, which I'm so grateful for. But we don't really have any option. We have to have a great year, the rest of this year and all of next year. So I feel like the weight loss will help with that, being just more like social and active, and doing a lot more fun things to, you know, to nourish ourselves mentally. Because I feel like if you do fun things and you're active a lot, that it helps with you mentally, because it did with me back in the day. But I'm excited for what the future holds in terms of that. I just have to kind of just make more money. I have to make more money in terms of, you know, because I don't want to not take Ozempic, because it's been working for me. And the only other thing that's ever worked for me in terms of weight loss was keto, but keto is just so hard to maintain because you're just eating a lot of fat and a lot of meat. And, you know, at least Ozempic makes you feel full, takes away the food noise. It does a lot in terms of like curbing your appetite. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know if any of you guys are taking Ozempic. I don't really have much like side effects. I did have a spell, like a month-long spell of mental feeling like mentally down and drained, but I don't know if that has anything to do with Ozempic. My doctor said it didn't, so I'm going to go with what he said. It's probably just me and my, you know, mental disorder. So a little bit of nausea, but not much. So other than that, I've been good to go. So it's just really the only deterring factor of Ozempic is the cost. The cost is just so much, but the thing is I have to make it work, because I can't be unhappy with myself, and I can't, you know, live my life closed off from being social and just meeting people and living life to the fullest.